Welcome to AI World TV, your go-to destination for everything artificial intelligence. Discover the captivating landscape of AI, where advanced technology finds real-life application. Subscribe to AI World TV for webzine articles, reports, podcasts, videos, live events, and latest trends. Hear from top industry leaders and discover how AI is transforming industries and our daily lives.
Welcome to this deep dive. We're digging into an article from AI World Journal today. Got some real buzz around it.
Yeah, it's by Sydney Armani, focusing on this thing called Manus AI.
Great. Manus AI.
Yeah.
And the article calls it an autonomous agent. Comes from a Chinese startup, Monica, or Butterfly Effect. They go by both.
That's the one. And yeah, our mission today is really to unpack what the article actually says this thing is. You know, how it works, why everyone's talking about it.
And what it might mean, bigger picture.
Yeah.
Like for AI, future of work, all that.
Exactly. Because the article, it doesn't pull punches. It says this isn't just another chatbot.
You know, it calls it the next phase of intelligent automation, which is a pretty big claim.
Huge claim. Suggests a fundamental shift, moving from just, suggesting things to actually doing things, action-oriented.
Okay, let's get into that. The article uses this term AI operator.
Yeah.
What are they getting at with that, according to the piece?
So they describe Manus as a full-stack, execution-first AI system. Full stack meaning, it handles the whole process, start to finish. But execution first is the real key here. The article stresses that. It's not about telling you what to do. It's designed to, just go and do it. Minimal human hand-holding needed once you give it the goal.
So it, leaves the chat interface and actually manipulates things online.
Precisely. That's why they use that phrase, entering the era of AI operator. It's about an AI that operates tools, clicks buttons, fills forms, runs code, operates in the digital world autonomously.
Right, okay. And part of the initial buzz, the article points out, wasn't just the tech, but actually trying to get it.
Oh yeah, that definitely fueled the fire. Access was, and maybe still is, super restricted. Invitation only from the start.
Classic scarcity marketing. Creates demand.
Totally. And the article mentions online forums, people desperately trying to find invites. It got pretty intense.
And then this gray market thing.
Yeah, the article highlights reports of people selling invite keys for hundreds of bucks, even though the company was apparently warning against it. It feels a bit like, sneaker drops or those early NFT crazes. But the article suggests it's more than just hype. It calls it a glimpse at a powerful new category of digital labor.
Okay, hundreds for an invite key. That's serious interest. But let's park the hype for a sec. What does the article say Manus does? There's a specific example they use.
There is, and it's pretty illustrative. They describe giving it a really complex task, something like launch an AI-powered travel blog.
Just like that?
Well, not just that. Launch the blog, set up social media automation for it, and figure out a monetization strategy.
Okay, that's a lot. That's like a multi-week project for a person, maybe more.
Right. And the article claims Manus doesn't just spit out a plan, it takes action. It'll apparently build a WordPress site, maybe design a basic logo, draft some SEO-friendly articles.
Whoa.
Set up scheduling for Instagram and TikTok posts, integrate Google Ads, maybe affiliate links. It aims to execute that whole chain.
So it's juggling all of these different digital tools and platforms. How does it manage that complexity? The article touches on the architecture, right?
It does. It talks about a system of coordinated subagents, kind of like a team of specialized bots.
Okay.
So there's one for navigating web browsers, another for executing code, one for planning the steps, one for analyzing data, maybe others too.
Then they all work together.
Yeah, overseen by a sort of central agent, a manager, that directs the whole operation and makes sure they hit the goal.
That structure makes sense, conceptually at least.
Yeah.
What about the AI models actually driving this, the LLMs?
The article names a couple of heavy hitters. It mentions Claude 3.5 Sonnet, known for its logical reasoning, right?
Solid model.
And also Quen, which is from Alibaba, apparently fine-tuned for understanding instructions really well and executing quickly.
So combining different strengths again.
Seems like it. And the key point the article makes is these LLMs aren't just chatting. They're described as working. Interacting with real digital stuff, APIs, cloud tools, code editors, databases. That's how they supposedly turn understanding into actual doing.
You could definitely see how this would stir up a lot of debate. And the article says that's exactly what's happening.
Oh, absolutely. It paints a picture of a pretty divided reaction. You've got the enthusiasts, the early adopters.
Yeah.
Many of them see this as, the dawn of the agentic era. The dream is you just state your goal, and the AI handles the grunt work. Even the complex stuff, outsourcing thinking and doing.
That sounds potentially revolutionary.
Eh.
But what about the other side? The criticisms.
Plenty of those flagged in the article. A big one is reliability, especially.
You are listening to the AI World Podcast, your trusted source for the latest innovations, insights, and trends in artificial intelligence, blockchain, fintech, and decentralized technologies. Each episode features expert interviews, engaging discussions, and in-depth analysis of how AI transforms industries worldwide. Stay ahead of the curve with the latest articles and exclusive reports from the AI World Journal, covering everything from emerging technologies to industry breakthroughs. For more news, global events, and access to AI World Society circle gatherings, visit us at aiworld.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to stay informed, stay connected, and be part of the AI revolution with AI World Lounge. Thank you for listening.
For longer, more complex tasks.
How so?
Well, the real world online is messy, right? The article mentions things like hitting unexpected paywalls, getting stuck on cat PCH.
The robot tests?
Exactly. Or just a website changing its layout slightly, which can completely break the automation. Things current systems still struggle with.
Okay, real-world friction. What else?
Data privacy is a big one mentioned. You know, given the company's origins in China and the fact this thing needs access to potentially sensitive accounts and data, there are questions about governance, server locations, how that data's secured, understandable concerns.
And the whole invite-only thing we talked about.
Yeah, critics point to that too. Is it genuine technical limitation, or is it, as the article puts it, an over-reliance on marketing, maybe a scarcity stunt to build buzz and attract investment? Plus, reports of inconsistency. Sometimes it nails a simple task. Other times, a similar task just fails or gets left half done, so it's clearly not foolproof yet.
Definitely sounds like early days tech in some ways. But the article says the excitement hasn't died down despite these issues.
Not at all. It notes that influencers, tech bloggers, early users, they're sharing successful workflows, using it for things like building simple websites, automating research tasks, handling repetitive admin.
So it can work for certain things.
Apparently so. And the descriptions coming back are often pretty dramatic, like something out of a sci-fi film. The potential is what seems to be capturing imaginations, even with the current flaws.
Taking a wider view now, the article also positions Manus as something bigger than just software, a kind of geopolitical signal.
Yes, that's a really interesting angle in the piece. It frames Manus as a statement, a sign of China's ambitions in this autonomous agent space. Very aggressive push.
How so?
Some analysts quoted see it as basically China's answer to OpenAI's GPT-5 or Google's next big thing, Gemini 2, but not just competing on the underlying AI model.
Well, in the application.
Exactly, on the deployment architecture, as the article calls it. The ability to actually use the AI to execute complex tasks in the real digital world. That's seen as a critical competitive edge.
And presumably this aligns with national strategy.
It seems that way. The article mentions Chinese state media praising platforms like this, positioning companies like Monica or Butterfly Effect as symbols of technological sovereignty, building domestic capability in these really cutting-edge AI fields. It's definitely cast as a strategic move.
Okay, so bringing it all together, looking forward, what does this specific Manus AI example, hype, flaws, potential, and all suggest about the agentic futures the article talks about?
Well, the article sketches out a future where maybe your role at work changes quite fundamentally. You're less about the how and more about the what.
You set the goal, the AI does the legwork.
That's the vision. You define the objective, the strategy maybe.
Yeah.
And the AI agent handles the step-by-step execution, interacts with all the necessary tools. The ideal scenario painted is delivery happens while you sleep, you wake up, and the task is done.
Sounds nice, but the article does temper that a bit.
Oh yeah, it's very clear that Manus isn't perfect. It's not widely available. It manages expectations. But the core message is that the capability, this kind of agentic system, is real and the field is moving fast.
So even if Manus itself isn't the final answer.
Exactly. The concept is out there, it's being demonstrated, it's progressing rapidly. The article argues that just by existing and generating this much discussion and, frankly, demand, Manus AI has planted a flag in the future of automation. It's forcing us to rethink work, creativity, human-AI collaboration, whether it fully lives up to its current hype or not.
That really does leave you thinking. I mean, if that future unfolds, even partially, where you define the goal and the AI handles execution almost entirely. What does that make your most valuable contribution? What's the uniquely human skill that matters most then? Something to chew on.
The future of artificial intelligence is unfolding, and it's happening at AI World Week, the flagship global event for innovation, collaboration, and transformation. This flagship global AI event is designed to connect visionary leaders, trailblazing entrepreneurs, and influential thinkers to explore the endless possibilities of AI. Experience groundbreaking technology that redefines industries and inspires progress. Join thought-provoking discussions on ethical AI, digital equity, and the transformative role of technology in our world. Build meaningful connections that catalyze innovation and drive impact. AI World Week is powered by AI World Society, a global movement dedicated to advancing AI responsibly and ensuring it serves humanity. Together, we're shaping a smarter, more inclusive, and equitable future. Continue your journey beyond the event with the AI World Journal, offering expert insights, in-depth analysis, and the latest trends shaping the AI landscape. This is your opportunity to lead, to innovate, and to transform the world with AI. AI World Week. We invite you to join us and embrace the AI revolution.